Celebrating all Pokemon trainers. '96, 1999, 2002, 2006, 2010, 2013, and in 2016. It all comes together in an all-new Pokemon adventure. Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Available worldwide in 9 languages.
Hey, what's up everyone, Slice Soul here, and as you can see, I just showed you guys the Pokemon Sun and Moon arrival in late 2016 video, and I made this video to really analyze a little bit of what has been seen recently for the Pokemon Sun and Moon. As you guys have been, if you guys have been up to date with everything in Pokemon lately, you would know that today's the 20th anniversary, the 22nd, the second, 27th of 2015, is the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, which was when it was released back in 1999, 96 to be exact. Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green were released in Japan, because this goes for the official one when it was released in Japan, because we got it a year later, I think so. And then after came Pokemon Gold and Silver, Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, Sapphire being my first one I played, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, including Platinum, which came out in 2007, Pokemon Black and White, then 2012 or 11 was Pokemon Black and White 2, then Pokemon X and Y, and then now, the arrival.
It all comes together in an all-new Pokemon adventure.
The arrival of Pokemon Sun and Moon. And we're going to skim through the video a bit and see what things we can get out of it. But one thing I have to say, a lot of people actually thought this name, that it was going to be Pokemon Sun and Moon. Everyone was like, oh, when are they gonna make Pokemon based on the sun or the moon? Because they've done other things, and this is something really basic. Many people thought it was really generic. You could see, if you go really back in the Pokemon fan base, you could see that there are so many people who thought this would happen, and some people went against it because it's too simple. It's too generic. Many people Pokemon want to do something like this, and look at us now in 2016 with a game called Pokemon Sun and Moon. So, we're going to go frame by frame, looking at
And in 2016,
that is here, and pause and look through it the best we can, and get out of it the best we can, because I remember when I saw this yesterday during the Direct, I really didn't know what this was. I didn't know that was a Furfrou, a Machoke, and then I really can't, and a Wobbuffet. I didn't know those were there until I looked at it closely and I kept pausing it. And of course, I'm gonna also talk about little things like right here in this little section where it shows him drawing. You could see the little Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Kyogre little figure you get when you pre-order it in the UK and when you pre-ordered it in GameStop. You can see that. And so I think we should get started now because um, one thing I'm going to say before I continue this on is that every single name for every other series was made in its Japanese form. You see, even Pokemon X and Y, and but Pokemon Sun and Moon was shown in its English version, which I really don't understand why they did this in English. I understand so you could know it's coming out in America as well in like um 2016, which is in the holiday season, as it's shown at the end. They made it in English, but what was the point? Why didn't you guys put it in in English over here in all these other sections for the other games? And they have their reasons. Maybe it's because they always got it in a year earlier than us. I'm not really big on when the release games comes. I just know more about when the order they came out in. That's the thing I'm big on. But all right. So now let's get into the analysis. As you guys can see right here, where one of the producers is actually like pointing to one of the paintings, you can see like these booths that n- that could be why I'm stuttering a lot, that are in the Pokemon Center, because in the picture over here in the corner that I have the cursor on, you could see this be in this top right corner right here, and then this one can be is in like the other right top corner. um and these are like things that might be little accessories, some like stores that would be in the new Pokemon Sun and Moon. What I see this being is possibly like what they had in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where you could go with like the battle points and sometimes with even your own money get like rare candies and other items that you can't get anywhere else like in normal stores. So this might be one of those like types of booths, but give you unique things that you can get in every Pokemon Center. So this is what this I can theorize to be, because of the whole style and shape it is. And then this right here, it looks like one of the when you go to like the battling shops where you get the food and then you have to wait, and then like somebody comes to try to take your seat and you battle. It looks like one of those like little counters you go to. And that might be there to like possibly um give you like some food or something, because who knows what Pokemon Sun and Moon can bring. Because if you keep going into the video, you can see there's different things in this game. This game is going to be much different from all the other Pokemon games, because this one has more cars. This has a fire truck. This has an ambulance. This has a normal truck. And the other games did have trucks, boats, and all that, but you didn't see this many different variations. The most different variations you would see was were these ones, were trucks and like little simple cars that were shaped like the ambulance, but you really couldn't interact with them except for like, oh, this truck's like standing here, it's parked here, something simple things like that. So this Pokemon game is really going to be a big difference into the series. It's going to be more engaging and have much more difference than any other Pokemon game here. And this is what supports like how it's in the Pokemon Center, because it's right here. This is where I saw the little like rare candies counter, I'm gonna call it, throughout this video. They're in the new location for the Pokemon Center, and the Pokemon Center has gotten a new look. It did get a new look from after Pokemon, I think, Black and White. Um, I could be wrong. It could have been Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. It originally had its like rectangular shape slash circular shape. That it was like an ovalish place. Then it in the new games it got like it's like somewhat ovaler, like more ovally shaped. And then in Pokemon X and Y it was a bit more circular. So this one has gotten sort of like what X and Y had. It was in a circular formation, but this time it has more detailed. It shows you the windows on the sides and the little stuff with this concept art. And what I think this is supposed to like show is that you can see the entrance here, but then if you go all around, you can see it from different angles, which is something that the Pokemon series really has not had. Even with the new 3D games, it really has not had that. So that could be another thing that they have in this new one, that you can actually have more of a 3D camera, so you can see the place from all angles. Because I don't think they would just draw this. They could possibly draw it to show you how it would look if you were to look at it that way, to give it more in depth and like to make it more like detailed in the game. Because I'm not a programmer or anything of the sorts, but maybe because when you're programming, you have to program the code for the sides, so so it can be a solid thing, so you don't like just walk through the Pokemon Center with nothing blocking you from doing that. So I think it could be one of those that it's just for coding purposes, so you can know how it's like formed and shaped. Could be that, or it could be because you got a new 3D camera that lets you see from specific sides of it. Since right here it's like the back of the Pokemon Center, this is on the side, and then this is the entrance right here. All right, you gotta really stop really quick. I want to see if it. There you go. I got it clear. Then right here we have the trucks with different color variants in red, white, and the greenish. Right now, it seems like possibly that in this game you will be able to travel in trucks and in vehicles, because I don't think they're just gonna have. Of course, they could have it that there's people walking around, driving around with their Pokemon, and you can speak to them or battle with them. That could be a thing, but Nintendo isn't like one of the companies that spends a much time sketching out um, people, especially people, as can be shown in this little clip right here. I'm gonna pause it right here. In this little clip, they're not as detailed. As you can see, this like reddish person that's supposed to like represent red in a way is talking to one of the people you would possibly fight at the battle resort or at a hotel. They're not that detailed. You don't see that much like of her eyes. You don't see this guy's hairs being as artistic as the people in this picture. Wait, I'm trying to get it. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for it. Okay, I always get you. Come on, come on. All right. Okay. Professional guys. I'm a professional. You don't see them as detailed as these people, which makes me think that this possibly is like the May, the Dawn, um and the Serena of the series for this game, for Pokemon Sun and Moon, explaining why she's so detailed and why this person is driving him. Of course, they could have this be the taxi driver or something like that, or a relative to the Mayor Serena. This is what I think it is, because why would these guys be detailed if they were like just side characters? Because Nintendo is a company that likes to do things productively and not doesn't like to waste time, because they like to get their things out good and ready. So this makes me think that this was not a waste of time. I don't. Of course, they could tell me otherwise, but this is too detailed to not be involved with like the main two characters, which makes me think this is the new May, Serena, and Dawn Sun and Moon, explaining my point that I was trying to say, that you could ride with your Pokemon around the city instead of having a bike stuff. You could have like a taxi driver ride you around um, to places, or have a family member, who knows, your aunt or your uncle, or who knows, even your dad. This time he's not a gym leader. You can go around places from the region, wherever Generation 7 is going to be, because if you can drive around in this, there's most likely chances why you could see the oh, yourself going inside the Pokemon ambulance to like possibly heal up your Pokemons, or I'm gonna take this from Gaming Explain. This goes all credits to them. Um, when you lose a battle, when it says, "Oh, you're you're exhausted," and instead of running to the hospital, you call the Pokemon ambulance, and it's like you see from like where you were battling, the Pokemon ambulance just drive by, which view inside. That's a nice idea. I see that completely happening with all these vehicles. You get to be able to ride them because of that explicit reason. And another thing that makes me support that these guys are like main characters, like things that are really involved in the story of Sun and Moon, is because no other vehicle here has a driver. Doesn't show them sketched out. Of course, this has a Blastoise sketched out, and same reason can go with these guys. They're Pokemon. They get sketched out as well. Blastoise sketched out here. So is Wobbuffet, Machoke, and Frou-Frou. They're sketched out, but Blastoise's driver, which is like the ambulance, why did I say ambulance? The fire truck doesn't have its firemen drawn in, and so doesn't this one when it could have Nurse Joy and Clefairy or Autono with the ambulance. So this is what leads me to think that these guys are going to be main characters, because if these were just side characters, people you could battle or just meet, then they would have taken the time to draw the firefighters Nurse Joy, Autono, or Clefairy, because Nintendo does things for specific reasons, and I don't think they're going to show us this concept art and not have Nurse Joy and Autono and other characters just to say, oh, look, these guys go with this, and this guy goes with this. I don't think Nintendo's like that. They did this for explicit reason, especially when they made it so clear. This must be involved with something. If I'm wrong, and I'm all right with that. At least I gotta say what I said, and I don't feel bad that like, oh, I said that, but I never said it publicly. I'm not gonna be that type of person. I'm gonna say what I say. You guys can tell me in the comments below if you believe me. If you don't, okay. But if I were to be right, I would be really, really happy. And then we have a Wingull over there, so. Alright. Oh, here it is. Right here we have, I know this is not a Sea King, but I forgot your name, I'm sorry. Cute Pokemon. So right here we have, a place with a Staryu, that guy, and that other Pokemon. I'm gonna try to do the, on this channel, the original 151 Pokemon. Maybe I'll be able to get them. I know this one's one of the original ones. I'm probably not gonna get you. I'm gonna get Staryu, or Starmie, or whatever your name is. And then we'll see if I am truly the Pokemon Master. But that was a side note. Right here we see like a red type person talking to this lady. And then you see that like this might be a battle hotel, like the battle resort in a way. I don't think this is gonna be something in the aftermath of the game, because if it's gonna be in the aftermath of the game, like how they did with the battle resort, I would suppose this would have more people. Of course, this might be a really detailed drawing. But I would see more like things that make it like seem as if you were going to battle here. But since this is like more of a like peaceful like sketch drawing, this might just be a place you encounter like Lumio City. You just walk by or drive by or tricycle by This is like a place you go. This might be a water gym. This is what I suppose to be the water gym because there's water Pokemons and it's like really nice and fancy. And this is what I would say would be the water gym or just a battle resort or who knows, even just a place you drive by like Lumio City's tower, Prism Towers if it's called. I haven't played Pokemon X and Y in a while, so I really don't remember. That's what I would suppose this is because I really can't grasp anything much from this. And unless this is like a South American or somewhere along those lines place, um I do see this as a possible future place that of the three things I listed down there below. And I'm sorry for the stuttering. It's just that I um don't have this scripted. When it comes to stuff like this, I just like to spit out my ideas. I don't like scripting things because then when I script things, I'm limited, and I feel like if I think of something, if I say that, it's not going to the script. I'm that type of person. I don't know if there's a lot of people who are like that as me. If you are, tell me in the comments below. We can have a little chat down there. But that's another side note. I also get sidetracked on little things. I have to restrict myself. Oh, okay. There. Okay. As you can see, this is like possibly the Pidgeotto, the Starly, and the um, Talon. Did I just say Talon? Swallow of this generation because you can tell by in the beginning when they were showing it. Let's see really quick. It has wings. Wings. It looks really cute and innocent because all the first generation evolutions when they start off they look so cute, but then when they escalate in the middle they look okay, they look real cute and slash with intimidating, but when they make it to their final one they look intimidating because I remember Pidgeot she I say sheep. I don't know why. Pidgeot, Starly, Pidgeotto, Swallow. They look cute, except for Swallow. He kind. You see, I'm gendering them. Why am I gendering them? Didn't really look that way. He looked more like I'm like a tough guy. You don't mess with me. Don't compare me to all those other Pokemon. He looked like that, but they looked really cute. So did Flegender. When they were really small, they looked really cute. But as time went on, they became more intimidating because Talonflame looks intimidating. Staraptor looks intimidating, as it really does. Because I'll show you this really quick. Um, I probably spelled it wrong. You see, Staraptor looks intimidating. So does so does Swellow, even though that's not the Pokemon one. Um, Let me say. So does Talonflame. They look intimidating when they evolve, but when they're in their first evolution, they look cute. Like, look at this. Whoa. Where's Fledgender? Um, Fledgling, Fledgling, Fledgling. You see, they look cute. They look cute. And then they escalate from that into like a more intimidating slash still cutish Pokemon, and then they go into their intimidating form. That's I agree with Game Explain on that. When I saw that, I was like, oh, this might be a legendary. But then when I saw this part right here, this part right here, wait, this part that's right here. When I saw like the feet, the texture, and how cute it looked, I was like, nope, it's like the fledgling of the Pokemon Sun and Moon. I was like, this is like fledgling. It looks cute. And as time went on, there's another thing. The Pidgeotto, Pidgey, and I forgot what was the bird Pokemon for Gen 2. Hoot Hoot, I'm gonna say. I don't think it was Hoot Hoot, but it might have been. And then Swallow. They didn't look. They looked more intimidating when they were younger. They were like, "Don't mess with me." But then after that, which was in Diamond and Pearl and over, they started making them look so cute. Like if you were to pet them, they would rip your guts out. Like that's how it looked. Um, looked and I completely see this. And there's a mouse on top, mouse. So let's go. And then here's the final thing: Pokemon Sun and Moon. Um, I thank you guys for watching the analysis, and I really hoped you enjoyed a bit of it, and that I did do a pretty crappy job on it, but I did talk about it a bit more. Here's briefly before we go. This is a little motel with a slacking on top with another truck. As you can see, trucks are going to be a big thing. I really think that you're going to transport that way. Um, Instead of having to go on bike, that's going to be another transportation option. Then there's this little room, which I think might be like a secret base you can make. There's this option. This could be a secret base you can make, or it can be the room you have when you're younger. When you start off your adventure, if you live with your parents. That's what I think this is, because as you can see, they look similar, but they look slightly different, because most of the time your room is parallel to the room of your rival, your female rival. If you're male, if you pick male, and if you pick female, your male rival is usually the opposite of you. As you can see right here, they're similar, but they're different in different aspects. So I would say this would be possibly the different rooms for your rivals. For this might be yours, or this might be yours, and this might be for your rival, because they have different little tweaks. And usually your rooms are the same, but with different minor tweaks. Like in Pokemon Omega Ruby, if you picked Brandon, you had a black Wii U, and May had a white Wii U. I don't know if it went the same way with May, but something it goes like that. And then right here, this might be the I'm gonna take this off from Game Explain. Game Explain did give me a lot of things, but I'm also going away, picking some things from Game Explain, but I'm also grabbing my own things, because I'm not gonna solely take things from Game Explain, because I'm not the type of person to take stuff away from a different YouTuber, because I want to be unique. I want to let them have ownership of their own stuff. That's why I always quote them. They said this possibly could be um the secret base to the team you go against that are um trying to catch the sun Pokemon and the moon, or the moon Pokemon, depending on which game you go. I completely see that, because there's a tank right here, and you're not gonna go into your house and have a tank, because it does have the similar texture to your most of the houses in the Pokemon games have. You're not gonna have a tank in your house unless this could be a gym. This could be a laboratory, like Game Explain said, and it could be many other options. It could be just like a little hotel you can go to, because some hotels have weird things in them. Like this could be this hotel. If this is a hotel and not a gym, you could find this fish tank in here. It might be a fish tank that goes through the whole building. And then this is like the very top where like people dive in to swim through, like how they do at aquariums, to be like that. So yeah, like I said, um, that was my little final things I have to say, and I really thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you could join me in the next analysis video I make, and I thank you guys for watching. And